Namaste, and greetings from the Self-Ascension Reading Center at Terra Nostra, Uruguay.
Namaste, beloved ones, and thank you for joining us during this very special video that we're offering to you this month, because it's an important time. And it was really important to Sri and I to introduce you to our personal altar and to connect with our incredible violet flame Shiva, and to offer you an opportunity to have all of this energy of love and flow pouring through us, pouring through to you, because we're talking about a topic right now that is truly trying to stimulate a lot of fear around the world, and that is, are we navigating World War III? And the reality is that we have lots of energy setting up for those energies. You know, most recently, I was really moved by an email that I received from a listener at Sri and Kira Live, who asked me point blank. She said, you know, Kira, here's a link. And both Pope Francis and the President of Iran, when they met at the Vatican, both agreed that, you know, the President of Iran said to him, we believe the Mahdi is coming and will soon be here. And of course, Pope Francis said similarly that, yes, only his name is Jesus Christ. And there was this, not an argument, there was actually a misty, tear-filled moment between the two of them. Now, when you see people like this coming forward with these types of predictions or concerns, of course it helps stimulate more fear. Then we couple that with the massive movement of people and how many people are leaving the planet right now in really profound ways that are leaving them almost trapped in astral dimensions. Yes, it's a powerful question. Are we navigating World War III? And the point of this video is, are you ready to navigate your inner matrix? Because those are the choices of the two earths right now.
The inner matrix refers to all of those psychological structures that keep you rigid in some regard, that keep you afraid in some regard. You know, the inner matrix consists of your emotional hurts, it consists of your belief systems, and you couple the two of those together and it can be quite a convoluted pathway to find truth. Now, the essence of self-ascension is to become that which you really are, to ascend into your soul's energy while still being here.
Exactly.
While still having a wonderful experience here.
Yes, to remember yourself while you're still in form, while you're still in body.
And so our perspective comes from the attainment and the work that we have done in this pathway, and what we've gained is some perspectives on the mass consciousness and the world that were not available when we were deeply embedded in that stream of consciousness.
Very much so. You know, Sri and I are coming to you today from day 17 of our 30-day fasting journey right now, and we chose to be fasting during this period of time as our way of holding greater presence for the planet, our sacrifice, so to speak, to offer up even a greater gateway of communication. The powerful violet ray, violet flame energies are igniting in ways that are truly profound right now. And this is also why we were called heavily to share a very private area with you during this video to help encompass you that. And at the end of the video, we'll just offer you a momentary connection into that energy, because please, as Sri starts sharing, and as you will read in his new article, Are We Navigating World War III? It's right on the homepage at sriandkira.com. Please go read it. What you'll read is that this is really, truly an opportunity to break free from fear, despite what density is showing you.
You know, we all are born with a body, with an ego, and with an opportunity. And the ego is your sense of self. It's your personality. It's the collective of all your experiences. And you know, that is both a gift and it is a limitation. Mm-hmm. I have a simple little visual aid here I want to show you. And each one of these circles represents three people, three egos. And they're looking at an experience or an object. And it becomes fairly easy to see how people can have different opinions on what this is, depending upon what face they're looking at. Everything is a matter of perspective. So consider the problems in our world, the tragedies in our world. There is the perspective of the refugee. There is this perspective of the victim. There is the perspective of those that are trying to hold power and structure. Lots of perspectives that are in conflict.
A lot of conflict, and remember, this is because we're at that time of Kali Yuga. We're in a really big Kali Yuga moment, which is why everything is distorted and manipulated. I mean, we won't talk about it, but all you need to do is look at the political scene right now to see that things are convoluted, yet you make a difference. We have the opportunity to really shift what's going on through this if we allow fear to release and ignite that inner matrix paradigm.
You know, the ignition that Kira's referring to is the awakening of your soul's wisdom, the awakening of your true essence to come forward into your life. Everybody has a soul. How awake you are to your soul is the adventure of self-ascension. It's the adventure of living. If we can be awake to density, we can be awake to problems, or we can be awake to a more ascended perspective, and ultimately into true enlightenment, ascension consciousness. I've made another little visual aid here I want to share with you. My intention is to kind of just help you really wrap around where we are in our evolutionary process. Let's say this is you right here. And these dotted lines are the perspective that you normally adopt in gauging your life. It's your orientation toward life. Your orientation toward life becomes your personality self. That's when people say Joe or Sylvia, they're referring to that orientation, how you behave, what you believe. All of the things that come into your field of perspective have to bounce along your belief systems. They have to actually filter through your emotional hurts. If you have experienced emotional pain, then your ego is guarded towards certain types of stimulus. And that's normal. You say, oh, that really hurt. I was offended. I was abused. I'm going to behave a little differently than if I hadn't been offended or abused in that particular area of my life. The fact is, beloved ones, everyone's been abused.
To some level. You are on a planet where you chose to grow through a little bit of friction or pain.
Indeed. And some of us have big dollops of friction and others have smaller, but we all have the lessons of friction.
Exactly.
So the awakening process begins by widening one's perspective. And that's what the solid lines represent. So here's our interactions with the world, our experience of the world, the cosmos, in fact. Well, through some education and some trust, through allowing spiritual practice to come into our lives, we begin to widen our capacity for experience. It's kind of like widening your comfort zone.
Indeed.
And as we widen, we're able to accept that people are having different experiences. When we're very rigid in our point of view, very fundamentalistic, we can't accept anyone other than our point of view.
Density consciousness. This is that level, the bottom level of the pyramid of spiritual awakening.
It's like it's that little sliver or get out of here.
Exactly.
You might as well be dead, and I'm happy to help you along your way.
Exactly.
If you have that fundamentalistic point of view. So you can see here through the graphic to help you really wrap around, well, how do we reach enlightenment? This circle has to be open. We can't just be experiencing the cosmos through a sliver. Oftentimes through the practice of meditation, we reach a beautiful space where there's no boundary.
You know, one of the things I like to share is that when we allow ourselves, right, to open, we become the lotus. You literally become the lotus rather than being this rigid figure in density world.
And so, yeah, and then we all fluctuate. And this is how we learn. We learn through contrast, we learn through experience, we learn through trust. So the rigid experience opens up to a little bit of a wider experience, but you still have all the bouncy refractions due to our limiting beliefs and our emotional constitution.
Exactly.
As we heal these emotional issues, as we gain in wisdom, the matrix becomes more navigable. And what I mean by that is our knee-jerk reactions become amusing rather than dominating. And that's really the key. And
that's the magic, isn't it? To let the soul lead. You know, we all want that, don't we? We all want to say, okay, I can defer to my higher wisdom, but aren't the normal questions, how do I know if I'm making the right decision? How do I know if my guidance is correct? How do I trust the information I'm getting? What's my next step? Why am I keep repeating the same cycles? Why do the same things keep happening in my life? No matter how much I do, no matter how much I learn, no matter what I do. These are powerful questions, and we are at an igniting moment on the planet through harnessing the power of the violet flame of transmutation and the violet rays unified in a stream of consciousness to be able to lift. Because as my beautiful husband always says so well, you can't play your way off this game board, my angels. Those that are playing the game board are navigating World War III energies, and they're loving it. It's like a big game of Risk, isn't it? And it's all on a game board. And if you stay on the game board, you will be navigating World War III. So you do have a choice, and the choice is to pop and lift into navigating your own inner matrix so that you can soar, so that you can fly, and that you can, through your presence, ignite others.
So before I put this down, I just want to remind you that in order to be at peace with all, to be at peace with the world, we have to unhook from the dominance of the fractured point of view.
Indeed.
It's not about killing the ego, it's about cleaning the ego. It's about allowing the ego to recognize and be in service to the soul rather than vice versa. Because the ego is like a child that says, I'm in charge, I need to control everything, I need to know where my next dollar is coming from, my next meal, I.
Well, you know, I have to giggle because Archangel Zadkiel in our book Sacred Union, The Journey Home, clearly said the ego is a sly pirate that will do anything it can to prevent you from growing.
Now, as the soul's wisdom comes online, the ego takes a lesser role, and there's greater peace in your life. And this is why we developed a 9-lesson program called Navigating the Inner Matrix.
And I want you guys to really pay attention because this will change your life.
We've had hundreds and hundreds of testimonials.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Of people who are just in awe with the brilliance of the program because it combines proven psychological techniques with spiritual revolutionary techniques.
Every single lesson includes very incredible messages from Archangel Zadkiel, the beloved Ascended Master Saint Germain. There's information that has come in now through the Violet Flame Shiva. This is now a program that we have been blessed to have come through us about 10 years ago. However, we have been able to now basically freshen and expand it with the energies of this moment because this moment, more than ever, is time to navigate your inner matrix.
You know, we released this program, as Kira said, about 10 years ago. It's been fantastic and helpful. And we feel called, because of the events going on our planet, to personally guide you through the program starting in March.
And this is the first time in 5 years. We have, this has been available as a home study and taught through our coaches that are certified self-ascension intuitive counselors. However, we have had very strong guidance from the universe that it's very important for us to personally lead this journey. And so we are going to be making it available starting March 5th. It's a 9-week Saturday morning telejourney. You don't have to be there live, but it's better to be there live. And in between sessions, you even have a beautiful coach who will be assisting you through the process. This is one of the most incredible values on the planet.
Absolutely.
And if you did one program this year, do this program because it will change your life. And
we know that to effect change in a structure of the ego, it takes a certain amount of consistency. Psychologists say that 80% of our inner thoughts are negative. Consider, how can you ever achieve your dreams if 80% of your self-talk is negative?
And most people only spiritualize their ego without recognizing the limiting patterns that are going on behind them that keep them trapped and unable to open the lotus. And this is why Shri and I really encourage you. We are at a critical moment. Are we navigating World War III? Or are we navigating our inner matrix to fly? Because you're navigating both right now. The question is, are you able to enlighten your inner matrix so that you may become another beautiful presence that will ignite the greater sense of crystalline beauty on the planet? That's the question, and it's your choice. And we've gone out of our way to make this program available for as absolutely minimal money as possible. I mean, this thing costs you less than a Starbucks and a muffin a week. And I encourage you, go to our website, shriankira.com. You will see Navigating the Inner Matrix. Click, join, be there. And the last thing I want to share is, if you have not joined our 13-day journey, there is still time. If you're catching this video early, it's free. It's our gift to you in the month of February, just as Navigating the Inner Matrix is our gift to you in March and April, because this is going to be, let's just say, it's a time when you're going to want to have the connection. You're going to want to be with community. Shri and I will be live with you each week to answer your questions and to be present and to teach, along with your coach every other, during the weeks in between the classes. You're going to want that support in March and April. You're going to want something. So call on the violet flame. And so let's offer you a moment of that right now. So if it's safe for you to do so, we invite you to bring your hands to your heart. If it's safe to close your eyes, please do so. And just simply allow your breath to become gentle and to begin to feel all of your body. Feel your heart beating. Notice your cells. Notice everything. Notice if there's anything calling you from this moment. And if so, just send it love. Allow your breath to become even lighter. Ignite an inner smile within. Releasing your hands into a comfortable position. Begin to notice. Bring all your attention to the center of the palms of your hands. And as you center your attention in the palms of your hands, begin to ignite a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy of violet. Feel that energy igniting in your hands now. Feel it igniting, feel it igniting, feel it igniting. Take your thumb and middle finger of one hand, doesn't matter which one, touch, release, touch, release, touch, release, touch, release. And then take that middle finger and begin creating a spiral in that palm that's holding this beautiful violet energy. Notice that the beloved Archangel Zadkiel and the Ascended Master Saint Germain have already come in beside you. They are supporting you. They are offering you energy and love. And now hold the hands in prayer position and feel the energy of this violet beauty ignite through the hands and up so that your hands themselves are becoming an instrument of the violet flame. Feel the violet flame pouring and pulsing through you now. Your hands are as if they are the top of a violet candle. And allow that energy to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And then rub your hands together, energize, build the momentum, build that energy, and call into yourself right now one miracle, one gift that you would like to call into your heart today. Call it in, call it in. Call it in, and then take a breath, and on the exhale, wash it over you. Notice how you feel. Imagine how you'll feel anchoring this every day for the rest of your life and co-creating within a universe into the abundance you deserve. Your inner matrix is waiting for you to navigate it with joy.